Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel here today. Today we're here for episodes 5 and 6 of Ping Pong the Animation. Excited to be jumping in once again with the Ping Pong boys. Ping Pong was the one to miss out last week, unfortunately, with only the one. This week I'm vowing to do two, despite it being late in the week and probably it not being much of a good idea. We're here anyway, we're gonna do it. It's those goddamn movies, man. They keep pushing everything back. It turns out that doing a movie is a little bit more, work than I thought. It's generally about double the watch time. Either way, I digress. I'm sure you saw there, no YouTube comments, so let's just roll right into the rest of the video. Give the Patreon a quick shout out and set us up for what is upcoming, of course. So I have a Patreon, it is linked in the description below. If you'd like to see episodes 1 week early, then it's available to you. I'm also doing movies at the moment, so maybe check it out. Maybe there's something you really want to see that I'm watching currently. You never know. As well as Musume and Ping Pong 1 week early on the Patreon. A very big thank you to Sean, Ace Lightning, Ada, Akumancer, Alchemy, Astivif, Uftifif, Banana Ramahama Dharmasama, BD422, Botero, Brennan M. Gibbons, Brett Jones, Caitlin, Capella, Choberibi, Copley, Cure Dynamic, Dakota, Dapper Dwarf, Diark Lord, Doke Hyur, Ed, Eric Elgelius, Fancy Question Mark, Fried Rice, Fruit, Frozen Fox, Gloriana Tenebrae, Glyke, Hayato138641, Hans Peter, Hibiki Tachibana, I Bailey, Ika, Intaz Students, Iria, J Campion, Yako Yavanen, Jacob R, Jeff Solis, Joran, Kasogtha, Clem, Lexi, Lick H, Lucas Carulius, Lou, Lupe Ferrugia, Maddock the Doppelganger, Master Detective, Matthew Bratcher, Matthew Mortlock, Mickey Babbers, Miru, Mistake Gil Chen, Molly Weinberger, Mr. Maniacs, Mermarine, Nature Without Man, Pencil Shop 333, Platinum Fighter, Pike, St. Lily, Sam1373, Sammy Guerrero, SGM Janus, Shiny Haxorus, Skeleton, Tentacle Member, Terrence, Tobias Dale Christensen, Waifu Overdose Without a Net, Binchi, Jummy Boo, Kelvin, Ronlight BNK, Hamayaz, and Luigi Mario 3939. Thank you very much for giving me money. I enjoy the money. So, Ping Pong. Yeah, we had two matches that kind of mirrored each other last week. It was against Akama and Peko, of course. That was their first one, as is pretty well set up to this point. Peko needs to take things a little bit seriously and grow from his losses. He easily loses that match, and he's feeling pretty shit by the end of things, very insignificant, so wonder how he's going to bounce back from that. The other match there was between China, Konwenge, and the Dragon himself. Oh my god. Kazuma is his name, which I don't know why I forgot that, but anyway. I know it now. He smashes him. He's the picture of focus. All things to everybody, very devoted to Ping Pong. But is that really a good thing? Invoking Utena there a little bit. Yeah, just I am seeing the signs of this not being something that should be a goal. Put it that way. So he's talking a good game, and he's really selling Smile on this prospect by the end of things, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think psyching yourself up in the bathroom's a good idea, and I'm keen to see how we explore that relationship with his lady friend there. That's enough yapping for me. It's time to jump into the episodes proper. Episode 5 here of Ping Pong the Animation coming right up. And there we have it. Ping Pong the Animation up there ready to go. Episode 5, 22 minutes and 52 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. My version is called Vodez. It is also a modified version of Komi. Either of those subtracks will work and sync up with mine. If not, there's a picture-in-picture version in the description below for your viewing pleasure. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Akama and Peko again. So it's like a little recap or something. Yeah, CG, right? I remember. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. That was a little recap. We haven't seen that before. It's a pretty slick one, too. Well edited, I thought. It's the thing that people keep saying, right? Production issues. I don't know. Whenever we start doing recaps out of nowhere, it's normally like, oh, we needed to fill 40 seconds. It mightn't even be that. It might even be just, the episode we made was 21 minutes long and we needed just a little bit extra plus opening and ending. You don't always have to go for the nuclear option there. Indeed. Very ugly looking little boy. Unpleasant. Plane. Wonga. Stay here alone. Cute. I like that. So, Coach is going home, is he? Kazuma won Worlds. You lost to the best, at least. I like those two. Youth Olympics. Okay, very, very political. Whoa, what the hell? That's crazy. What is that call out? Okay, it's all fucking happening. That's her. The Poseidon commercials. That's cute enough. Yeah, more of this. Ryu-chan? Amiko's mum? Urge to reference Utena Rising. Oh, this is fun, eh? Yeah, big time skip, eh? Everyone looks a bit different, eh? I thought I recognized you too. So where's the mountain and the beach with you guys? Sure. Pretty sick, eh? So it's like a YouTube animation or something. Legitimately. He's having a good time, though. Not with his lady friend, but, you know. How does the beach close? Yeah. I saw what you were trying to do. I don't think you're really that sorry. Oh, yeah, you're just, livid about that. Yeah, sure. Okay, it's weird. It's like I'm catching back up. Oh, cute, right? Oh, God. Well, that fucking kills me. I didn't... Okay. Oh, God. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. It's the best show ever made, I think. Holy fuck. There he is. And Koizumi as well. He's looked a bit fitter, for sure. Like how we got all those title cards again. It's like we're getting reintroduced. Captain? How much time do we think it's been? I mean, yeah. At least you guys are going to college. That's something. He's locked, dude. Yeah, this is a huge change, eh? Oh shit, cool transition. He hits that ball so pure, man. Huh? What the hell are you talking about, man? Okay. Hello, everybody. Damn. Hmm. The prince. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's only him. We can afford to lose him. Sakuma. Have you seen him recently too? They take this shit pretty seriously. Game of Thrones. Oh, Pepsi. Huh. He clearly doesn't. What the hell? Sure, man. I guess he's on his way. Challenger. Everyone keeps saying it. Calling him fat. This is so extra. I kind of love it. What us out of here. If we lose, we're kicked off the team. We'll see. Okay, so he's been counting all his numbers against Smile too. Yo, he's strong now. He's strong as fuck. Oh, cool angle. It's gonna be tough, buddy. And again, he's so good by everybody else's standard here, right? But it's not good enough. There's just levels. I remember. Well, how about now? It's over, right? That's it. It was the best of 3. I thought it was whoever leads by 2. No, we're still going. Huh. Huh. Okay, interesting. Good line. That's very blunt. Interesting. Well, now he's been kicked out, right? Oh shit, the guys in the back. Right. You probably shouldn't have kept beating him up. Yeah. Kicked off the team. And that's Pecco, is it? Yeah. Oh, we still got half a show to go here. Just hold your horses. Is this a remix? Maybe. I don't know. That I'm forgetting. A hugely interesting episode. I did not think that we were going to be the type of show that had, like, time skips. So, I'm surprised. I was caught off guard. Yeah, this is just like a remix or something. What do I have to say there? This is like very high on the list of shows where I just want to pause it and just like talk for a bunch. And people have said previously, like, oh, why don't you? I believe in the sanctity of pacing, damn it. But, yeah, Smile. Not a very nice guy. Very good at ping pong. Definitely lacking that empathy now. Feels like it's almost like a corruption story, a descent. It's almost what it feels like for him. And again, is Kazuma someone to look up to? I have my doubts. But, yeah. One more episode. Episode 6 upcoming. And there we have it once again. Episode 6 up there ready to go. 22 minutes and 52 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. Same old stuff. Picture in picture in the description below. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio 3, 2, 1. Go. Robot. Spotted in my sights. Golden Panzer? Right. You would imagine Smile? Mr. Robot? Yeah, he's just... Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. He beat everybody. Yep. You're in a terrible way, man. Great question. Stop just loitering around. Now that's... yeah. Well, previously in the show already we've had Pecco say that he's going to quit. and then immediately he's back. Kind of feels like he hasn't let go yet. That's all I'll say. Because if you truly quit something, you're not hanging around the old ping pong hall anymore. It's not in your... It's not something you would do. It's just not. Felt like I kind of nailed some of the stuff early on in the show, like the difference between the robot and the hero. And again, directly linking that into the video game as well. And in that scene, you'll see it transition from the boys talking about, whatever manga it is, right, into talking about the current, state of table tennis and how they reflect each other. It's very obviously linking the two. So we have this robot destroying everything in its path. We now need, a hero to stop it. Well, what if the hero and the robot were one and the same? That could be an interpretation. Or I might have just been looking at the hero just then. They're crazy looking. They're like, fucking, like them Dutch shoes, them wooden shoes. Clogs. Clogs? Something like that. And Cosmo's, yeah, like we said last episode, doing some of the ads now. He's gone Hollywood, man. Interesting. Mr. Skimoto. It's a fun translation. Well... What is this author, arc that we have? He's kind of chill. Yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, well, why aren't you ordering these balls? Well, I'm actually fucking super busy with my, family business. Well, he also got kicked off. Dude, God, he's heartless. We're watching the cigarettes, too. Everyone's just got other shit on, man. Except for you. Tell me more. Hmm. Fascinating. Hence mats. Yep. Okay. Dragon shoes. The colors are cool too. It's like his purple dragon stuff. You gotta stop eating, man. He's just terrible, man. What is he doing? Oh, been a while. Yeah, but he's... I don't know. This is cute too. I like this. We fuck with con, man. This is wholesome. His favorite. Oh, he kind of hates it, but he loves it, right? Oh, look at they're like a team. Come on. Bit of champers for everyone too. Are those the kind of things that would... Anyway. He's not coming. Well, it is Christmas Eve, right? In the plains too. Yeah, we never really did have a look at home view, right? Yeah. I thought that they were alcoholic, yes. Yeah, he's not really getting the hint I'm sorry. Like, Kazuma's a fucking idiot. God, this show's good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, settle down. But yes, I do understand what your motivation is too. I have forgotten your name though. Eyebrows. Oh, just late. Very late. I'm actually surprised he's here. I'm very surprised about that. Oh, that guy keeps coming back too. Bathroom? It was a dream? Dream. It was a dream. Okay, I think that's what she wished happened. Okay, I'm a bit more on board now. You love table tennis more than anyone. Oh. That's quite funny too. Not at all. No. Interesting. Stay strong. hero. He's off his fucking rocker. Can he swim? The arrow? It is Christmas. Still remember the weight of it, though. Yeah, you're a... Yeah. I always thought you were going to be in trouble. Okay, he lived. That's a bonus. Because he got saved. Hero-san. And get a haircut, too. Hmm? What did you say? Yeah, I must have just missed that, or whatever was on the wall there. But I mean, I just fucking say it every week. There's some fucking masterpiece shit, everybody. You don't see things like this, like, ever. It's very, very good. I'm very happy how we're using all 5 characters now, all 5 kind of main cast boys. I would say all of them on their own are compelling now, where before it was just kind of, you know, I was really into the smile thing and a few others here and there. Yeah, this solidified the entire cast, like Manabu's cool. Sakuma. Kazuma. Yeah, after that whole montage with the karaoke, I did really expect Smile to be the one, you know, back at Tamura, but that's not what happened. It was Sakuma, right? That's really cool. I like that. It does so much for the like dimensionality of his character for mine. Very, very, very good session again. Good show. Not even just... Great show. Wonderful show. Unrealistically amazing show. Like, imagine if this was somebody's, like, first anime. It's like, no, they're not all that good. Not at all. No. No. Yeah, we passed the halfway point here today as well. Excited to see, now that we're going into the second half, what happens next. But before then, analysis upcoming on these 2 episodes. And we're back. It's the next day. 2 more episodes of Ping Pong in the books. They were very, 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 very good. I am ever so much enjoying the show. It's the highlight of the week at the moment. It really is. I just have ANN up here once again just to have a look at Masaki Utsunomiya, who is the director of episode 5, Takehiro Kubota, who did episode 1, also does episode 6. We kind of talked about that there. It's a bit of a weird CV over here with Utsunomiya. I mean, the one thing I did see was Kaguya-sama, wherever that was. Yeah. Episode 4 in particular, good episode. Good skits in there. And I've pretty consistently praised the direction of that show. So, good to see that it came from a good place. Much else of note? Not really. You got Kaguya-sama Light over here. That's something, sure. But nothing else you can really draw from in a big way there. So move on to the episode proper. Both episodes, again, very well directed. But in the story department, I would say we're broadening our scope on the characters. We have a cast of 5 boys here who are now not one-dimensional. They have different things going on, different facets to their life. If you're going to, say a thesis statement, especially for, episode 6 here, it would be that. It would be that, people are more than meets the eye. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, all those, cliches. Even a character like Ota, who's mostly been played for bumbling comedic relief, he's actually got some depth to him as well. I would argue that we're seeing both Smile and Peko here descend in these 2 episodes, with a little bit of hope for you in the aftermath, but down 2 different paths, right? Smile may think he's ascending, but, what is he ascending to? To be like Kazuma? He doesn't seem very happy. Is that something to aspire to be? Christmas Eve, working out all alone, by yourself, when you clearly have a girl that's very interested in you and you don't take her out on a little fun date? He's still in high school, no? Like, do high school shit. You only get one shot, man. Like, honestly. And I think that there's contrasted with another couple of characters both coming off of losses that are ascending, right? Now, you have a little bit of a, it oscillates, this 2-episode chunk. But Sakuma here, he definitely is ascending in episode 6. He's the voice of reason. He finds, what it's all for and is trying to impart some advice onto Peko and fucking saves his life. So that's pretty based. We like that. And Kon, like, he's just having a whale of a time, right? He's actually got some friends. It's almost, after the initial shock of it all, he's moving into his club. He's got some begrudging respect from the people there. His mum visiting is a huge component of that as well. Just shows that he's accepted, divorced from this hobby that he has, this thing that he's passionate about. You have worth to everybody else. Kind of what that coach was saying in episode 4. And ultimately for Kon, even if it makes him a worse player, I feel like this is, like, completely worth it, having these experiences. Like, okay, compare him and Smile. Both are clearly way better than the rest of the people in their club at the moment. Smile is joyless. He has no mates on Christmas Eve. He's just work. Koizumi, of all people, has to tell him to stop, which is insane. It all seems like such hard work, such, just kind of numbers go up almost, robotic, basically, to him. Where Kon, similar dynamic, he's embracing everybody, and they like him as, like, the ace of the team as well, How the tables turn, how the table tennis turns. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to do there. Great, there's just wonderful dynamics everywhere. I haven't even really touched on Peko either, who is majorly the focus. Like, we're just doing so much in so little time as well. It's very, very impressive. Whilst maintaining really great visuals, music's kick-ass. Love that insert song in episode 6 too. Like, it's very, very good. Now, I'm running low on time, so we're going to try to skedaddle through these, but needless to say, if I miss stuff, I'm going to try to wrap back around next week and talk about it again. It's just so dense. I just know that I'll be kicking myself during the edit and like go back and put a bunch of shit in. I can just feel it already. Anyway, let's go. Opening episode 5, we're at the airport. Airplanes, of course. Very, significant to Kon, where he is vowing to stay behind and beef up that weak little club. Because he doesn't feel worthy enough to return home as of yet. His plane has flown away. His opportunity along with that, he's just going to let himself stay here and, languish. It's kind of his mindset at the moment. It's pretty down low. But a begrudging acceptance, you would say, as well, and a little bit of Japanese there too. Probably one of the first instances we've seen of him actually using the language. Bit of a smile on his face too. Seems that he's going to take on this next step of his life with a little bit of positivity, with an open mind. Again, Japanese language will come back with those scenes where he's cooking the wontons and, introducing himself to the rest of the lads. He'll start to use it in club a lot more as well. So one thing to watch, I would say. And this is where we learned that it's a bit of a time skip. Kazuma won Worlds as well. So at least the guy that I lost to was the guy that was the best. I lost to the best. That makes me feel a little bit better about things. And that's where our setting of an airport kind of does a double job here, right? Because it allows us to then seamlessly transition into Kazuma returning from Worlds and making his little announcement. And a couple things to note. Never a smile. I won at Worlds, right? I what does Koizumi say? The view from the top, the view from the peak. Well, he is the peak and he's not smiling. He still thinks there's another peak to go. Like, all I'm saying is take a fucking day off. Pat yourself on the back a little bit. You literally are the best singular player anywhere. That's pretty good. But instead, he's worried about, his performance in the teams, and he's worried about his performance, of his school overall and how they're lagging behind, quote unquote. Once again, this is all just a ploy to basically get to Smile, who, over the course of this episode is basically now confirmed. Like, if you know Ping Pong and you've been watching this guy for a long time, you're like, oh my god, he's amazing. He just needs to apply himself. It just makes sense. That's why Koizumi's interested. That's why Kon got interested. Now Kazuma's interested. It just like, there must be something about him, man. And yeah, the call-out. The call-out's insane. Tsukimoto from Katase High School. That's apropos of nothing. Nobody asked him. It's just like, oh, that guy. It's so random. It's crazy. Like a TV interview, there's like multiple cameras. Like, insanity. Like, fair enough. Justified crash out from Sakuma, you would say. Kazuma then quickly leaves, short but sweet interview, and gets into his beautiful sports car with his beautiful not girlfriend and drives away. Like, she's a model. She does the ads for Poseidon. You're living the dream and all you can think about is fucking ping pong? What's your problem? And it's clearly what we're building up here with Eyebrows-kun as well, right? Like, he's like, he doesn't know what he has here. And he's got the big poster up on his wall too. Just continue to park that. It's pretty important. You could also, this support of Kazuma of Tsukimoto almost feels like him not paying any attention to Kaio overall, so he's starting to lose a little bit of favor there. You may be gaining said favor by being, actually here and a little bit more of a supportive coach / captain type role in the team. Like, just what? That's definitely cooking, you would say. Again, I think I'll hold a lot of my Kazuma thoughts for the Christmas time, because that's when he's really fucking up. Also, this was an adorable little break as well. I like the ad. Also, again, Poseidon is the company that's associated with Kaio and associated with Kazuma, so, it's all connected. It's all nepo as hell. Another thing that I'm just going to pin, because I believe it's coming back later as well, Auntie Emiko. I'm believing that's your mother. If you're going to call her an auntie, then, we're like close family friends, blah, 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 blah. You would call her an auntie. Have you called your mum? Should be so proud of you. That's a fun connection, right? There's definitely something's happened there. And like, compare and contrast that with Kon. That's, yeah, Again, pinning it, for sure. And yeah, some of the stuff that does rear its head again on Christmas is already happening here. Yuria here suggesting a good pancake house while they're out and about. Again, you've literally just come back with a gold medal around your neck. Surely you want to party a little. No, okay, he's straight back to work. He's straight back to talking to the old man, talking to the coach, your father. Never takes a fucking day off. And yes, of course, the whole sports car on an endless road type thing that we have going on here is, I can't help but talk about Utena. It's kind of like Utena. Except they don't do any fucking dirty, nasty Utena shit. He's just boring. He's like, what if Akio was boring? Like, I don't know. Maybe that would be a better result, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, Park Utena. I liked the reference. I thought it was cool. And then we get a little bit mysterious. Who is this figure here? Who could this possibly be? This doesn't look like anybody we know. We do hear little snippets of the voice here and there, and you're like, wait, hold on. That sounds like Peko. And it is. It's a time skip. He's grown his hair out. He's a bit of a hooligan now. But I mean, you saw the phone there before as well. Still clearly obsessed. Also, again, scenes are just placed so well next to each other. So we've gone from Kazuma ignoring his potential girlfriend to Peko ignoring his in the next scene. So what, he goes to the beach. He doesn't want to hire like an umbrella or like anything else like that. And, you know, she's clearly interested and wants to do like date stuff. And you're just like a recluse, basically. Checking your phone about ping pong results on the other side of the world. Like, what are you doing, man? Even again, as similar as the scenes are, they both talk about a fucking pancake house nearby. You know, like they both want to go out to the fucking pancakes, and this loser's just not picking up the hint. And the guy selling too, this is the guy from before. I forget his name, but it's the voice actor, I remember. And because he isn't now having a good time on the beach either after getting, I don't know, kind of rejected again. Maybe he thinks that the mountain's a better pick. We'll see him next episode again at the quote-unquote mountains. What do we think about the YouTube animation of him going up and surfing a wave for a little bit and, you know, catching a bit of a ride? I liked it. I found it charming. I think it fits well with what Peko's feeling at the moment. You know, he just wants to run off into the ocean by himself and kind of disappear and play around for a bit. Before, again, next episode where he kind of wants to disappear into the ocean all over again. Those scenes are now mixing quite well. It feels like him doubling down on his whole childish shtick, right? He sees like a child do this maneuver and he's like, oh yeah, that seems fun. And then he goes and does it himself. Like, I don't want to think about Smile or Kazuma or Sakumo or any of these people, right? I just want to have fun in the here and now. Take short-term pleasure. That's why he continues to eat and eat and eat. That's why he starts smoking. There's actually a really cool dichotomy between the two, right? Where, like, you know, a kind of childish bad addiction would be sweets or something, and an adult bad addiction would be smoking. He's made the transition, you would say, from child to adult without really addressing the key concern, which is why he keeps going for these temporary highs. But as with all things with ping pong, it's a spectrum. Like, he's gone too far in one direction and Smile's gone too far in the other, right? You know, we need to find a happy medium, you know? Oh, okay, and I understand what this is about as well. He hired the umbrella. If he's done, then they would need to bring the umbrellas back in. Gotcha. Sure. Also, the tide's just... He's been out there all day just fucking around. He's also very sunburnt. This rewatch is very fruitful. So here's the gist as well. Okay, because it said Grandpa is the center of the world. I'm imagining this is Grandpa, which would make the coach of this school your son, which would make Yurie your granddaughter. So it's really weird. It's very, like, patriarchal. It's almost like traditional Japanese type coding, which is, you know, interesting considering your whole aesthetic. Yeah, I'm, instead of engaging with, you know, the girl down here, I'm going to go all the way to the top of her family tree and talk with him instead. Missing the forest for the trees, basically. And again, they're talking about Tsukimoto. Will he come? And this decision from Kazuma has kind of sent ripples throughout the rest of the school, right? We've just come back from another inter-high where we weren't as successful. Morale was low. Then Kazuma comes back and drops this on our heads. We're not really vibing with him at the moment. It's not all good. If we're continuing on with this military thing, you know, there's trouble in the ranks. There may be a mutiny. And of course it gets even more personal for Sakuma, considering his connection to Tsukimoto and, you know, his complex almost about it as well, and talent versus hard work and that whole Chestnut. We'll get there. Shit's fucked, basically. It's not a good situation. Kazuma, not a good people person. The name of the episode here is Where Did I Go Wrong? And yeah, probably most notably apply that to Sakuma this episode, but you can make arguments for every character. I just went into how I think Kazuma did something wrong. Maybe he'll reflect upon what he's doing here in time and see the error of his ways. Peko, most definitely. He's thinking about where did it all go wrong. You know, we'll get there too. Why it's the defeat at the end of the episode which makes him finally actually quit. So yeah, another apt title. Very, very well done. This scene here with Kon Wanga absolutely destroyed me. I thought it was very sad. It's the simple fucking moments like this, man. This is what makes the show for mine. So Kon, settling into his Japanese life, his new life here, right? Gets a package from Mum. And it's got a bunch of his favorite snacks in it, of course. A reminder of home. Once again, those sweet snacks that connection to the Peko stuff I'm talking about too. But he sees a grey hair, or at least the hair starting to turn grey. And it makes him think about all the sacrifices Mum has had for me, right? Like, she's getting older and older, and I'm almost missing this time with her too. Like, she's not going to be around forever. My last memory of her is maybe when her hair was just kind of jet black and now it's starting to grey a little, like, you know. What am I missing here? Like, what am I missing at home while I'm over in Japan doing this stuff? It makes me happy that we got our little, you know, scene with her next episode, where she came over for a bit. And we finally get the rest of this scene here. We have a very determined Kon, Mum, waving goodbye, of course. And as soon as Mum's out of view, we're like breaking down in tears. Like, oh my god, man. I'm saying it's making me emotional all over again. Because this is the stuff that he's wearing, you know, as he's going to Japan, as it's his final shot, right? Like, it's the simultaneous, I'm not going to be able to see her again, as, you know, actively, there's a distance there, as well as, you know, disappointment with how things went and me having to leave the country for this stuff. It's like a weird mix of like shame and just like cutting through to the boyhood of it all as well, and him just like missing his mom. Like, it's such a killer scene, man. The background is immaculate too, holy shit. And then I don't have the time. That edit there, holy shit, like, after all that, where he like, this show's so good. It's amazing. And it's the music too. Oh my god, it's good. Oh my god. And finally, what are we, 8 minutes into the episode, and we finally catch up with Smile again. Time has passed. He's trimmed down a little bit. And again, he was always a good runner, but he's definitely like grown into himself a little bit more. He was only a first year before, and you know, it feels like he's grown up into a man a bit. It doesn't feel like I would imagine like 3 or 4 months have passed, not any longer than that, you would say. But it's still, again, at that age, it's enough time for your body composition to change quite a bit. Another change would be Captain Ota. This joke character from before is now the captain of the team. Very responsible too, even asking these two, who are very separate at the time, like, can we do anything for you? Do you need any help? And Kozumi's like, no, we're fine. See you later. Like, he's doing the right stuff. I don't know. He's grown in maturity too, you would say. And after that as well, we get like more Ota lore. His family has a business with appliances, I think, and TVs, and he, you know, is getting his license to be able to drive the truck. He's doing this as well as school, as well as doing his ping pong stuff. Like, he's doing a lot of stuff. Good guy. Normal bloke. We love to see it. And to finish that scene as well, Koizumi commenting that our bald-haired friend hasn't shown up again today. So he has been missing over and over again. Nice Fuji in the background too. Smile doesn't seem to care all too much. Normally he would give some default answer about him being a Tamura or something, but he can't anymore. It's, you know, chances are he hasn't been. It's also interesting that we say bowl-haired. He isn't really very bowl-haired anymore. It's a bit more frizzy and long than that, which I guess is accurate. The bowl-haired friend hasn't returned. He's not a bowl-head. Which I guess I should talk about that a little bit too. Like, you know, it's very childish haircut into like a stereotypical kind of like rebellious teen type haircut for Peko. Like, this loss that he had has definitely made him like speedrun aging almost, and like you know, he has some teething problems there for sure. And all this here is interesting to contrast with early episodes where Smile was being forced to do this and, you know, make these late trainings and do all this extra stuff. Specifically during this routine here is when, he tapped out and just walked away. It's what resulted in him, calling Koizumi out and having that actual battle and stuff. Like, this was the thing that pushed him to the brink before, and now he's just doing it voluntarily. Big change for him. And great transition point here too, as we see Kon, similar time of day, training by himself, but who's returning the balls to him? No coach. Coach has gone home. It instead is a robot. Think about that. Maybe that match against Tsukimoto, very, very robotic in nature, is still haunting him even now. He seems pretty intense here looking back at it, like trying to return all these balls from this literal machine. I don't know, I can't help but read into you've still got some baggage there. And now Pekko's back. We can see the hair, we can see that he hasn't stopped the sweets. Author says he looks like burnt toast. I should bring up the beach as well, because the beach was brought up as this thing that old mate did because he wasn't fully committed into ping pong. He went to the beach to, go hang out and enjoy his youth. It seems that that's what you're doing, but it doesn't seem like you're really enjoying even a second of it. It's a temporary pleasure. You're not getting any fulfillment out of it. I don't know, I just think the beach is interesting within that, as we've already used it in the show. And is he eating a full 6-pack of popsicles? What the hell are you doing, man? And yeah, it becomes clear that this is Pekko's first time back in a while. He doesn't understand the dynamic that Smile's out here running laps while we just kind of do whatever in here. And Alto does a good job of expositioning here. He's like, he's out here doing extras. We're just in here doing nothing. It's not worth it for him to practice against us anymore because there's no value in it. We're like bottom feeders. I'm not going to get any stronger doing so. And for the record, Smile is just a piece of shit too. He sees Pekko for the first time in ages at club, and he immediately goes, "You're fat, and also you smell like smokes. L." And it's like, well, that's not what a good friend does. I know that isn't, optimal to be Ping Pong Lord, but being Ping Pong Lord isn't everybody's goal. You should be nice. I don't know, just sometimes. Hello's pretty good. I think we should also push some credit onto Koizumi. He is the coach here, and he is just ignoring everybody else and focusing on just one kid, as the first string, and making everybody else, essentially ball boy. It's no way to run, a high school ping pong club. What are you doing? I'm surprised they don't have more people just quit. Maybe they do. I don't know. That's crazy. That's your teacher doing that. And once again, show's very good at transitioning scenes, right? Because then we go over to Kaio and we're seeing how the whole Tsukimoto experience is affecting somebody else entirely. It's affecting his club, yes, but it's affecting Sakuma too. He is called in sick. He has a cold apparently, but he is using this to get on a train and go elsewhere and smite Smile to kill him. In ping pong. It's the little things too, we're worried about over on the other side with Smile about a club, giving one person, king status over everybody else. It's the shoes, right? We're all uniform, but we're not. You've made us all bald, but you're the real baldy. It all feels like we're cheap imitations of the guy that we're all just looking up to. That isn't a club either. When have you ever sacrificed for somebody here? Have you ever? I'm imagining this in the corner. Subaraya is a reference to the devotion of Sakuma, right? We don't buy this cold thing. He's the kind of guy that's here, rain, hail, or shine. He is devoted, if nothing else. He wouldn't be the type to call in sick. Two smart, bald guys here quickly put together that Sakuma has probably gone over to battle against Tsukimoto. And we bring up this pretty brutal thing that Kaio has going on, which is if you lose a match against somebody else, you're kicked out. Especially unsanctioned. You're gone. And we saw in tournaments before that if you didn't make 4th round, you were cut too. We've got some pretty intense standards here. But once again, good people person. You're the one to bring up hey, he worships you like a god, and you've gone off and you've, said that we're shit and we should get this other guy. Of course he's going to want to prove himself. He's devoted. He's like a cult member almost. He's going to make some rash decisions on the subject. But by that same token, Kazuma is very brutally honest the other way. He's if he goes over there, he's going to lose. and then we'll never see him again because he'll get kicked out. Like, he's on a different level, this Smile guy. Like, you don't want anything to do with him. I know ping pong, it's the only thing I know, and he will defeat you all. Probably at once. And then, yeah, they really go at it, and we start to dig a little bit deep into Kazuma too. Like, hey, you're betraying our own. Sakuma, he would die for you. He would, if you ask him to do something once, he would do it 100, if not 1,000 times for you specifically. And you're willing to throw him under the bus for somebody that's more talented? It's like, well, that's just compassion then. That's charity. How is that going to help us regain our former glory? As the statue is in the background as the reminder of this. I would argue to what end? What is... You won Junior Olympics. You have the gold medal currently. If you're not then enjoying that, then what's the point of the glory? A continuous ascent until there's nothing? Like, is that where we're at as a species? I don't know, man. There's got to be time for you to just chill out and enjoy life as well. There just has to. And then we talk with this guy. I don't believe we've seen much of him before, but he feels like an assistant coach, and he's talking with Yurie here at the moment, right? There's trouble in paradise. I'm sure we can all sense it. And you can't help but think about Sakuma and all of it, right? He's of a dying breed, which I guess are these players that are clearly not very talented, but try. And is that more admirable? It kind of is, right? Like, it doesn't get you the trophies, but it gets you the respect of the people that see that every day, for sure. And we also get a bit of backstory here, too. Like, we didn't scout him. I was dead set against letting him on the team, but I eventually caved, and I was wrong. He turned out to be one of my favorites. Turns out to be the type, if you tell him to drop and give you 10, he'll give you 100 or 1,000. And we keep describing him as, like, adorable. Like, he'll never be as good as Kazuma, but he's cute, so we keep him around. It's hard to believe that these guys, Kaio, are weak compared to the glory days, too. Like, how insane were the glory days? And we both here wish that Ruichi saw things a different way. Saw things the way that we see them, You're probably talking about something else, where again, he's talking about this whole talent versus hard work debacle. My man's got a devil on his backpack too. So yeah, Sakuma's gonna go to the school. He's gonna go to Karase and try to battle Smile. It's not gonna go very well. But all the sound effects all through this segment, very good. Very, very, very good. Yeah, the samurai of it all too. Anyone else got an interpretation there? Maybe just a man. It's just a man versus like Kazuma, who's like this dragon, and we have Smile, who's this giant killer robot, and you have China, who's a continent. Like, point being, like, you're a little bit out of your depth, but you go and you try anyway. If anything, you're more of that prototypical hero. And then he arrives, Peko spots him. It's interesting to watch him here. And yeah, Peko goes over, starts talking shit. I don't have any time for you. Shut your gob. Let's go talk to Skimoto. Oh yeah, go back here. Peko's kind of hurt by that too. Yeah, you call him fat, and he's like, oh, he's not even that fat. Anyway, this is where he walks away and just is like, well, I know what's going to happen here between these two. That'll make me feel even worse, considering he flogged me. Like, I understand, Peko. I understand where you're coming from. Oh, more Koizumi lore as well. He, like, knows everybody over at Kaio, too. He's like, oh, this guy and this guy, they know you're over here? No, well, hey, it's your funeral. Also, I think there's, like, some samurai references in there, too, which is, where that reference is coming from earlier, too. What's interesting, the Devil and the Moon here, too? What's that all about? Where is he? Devil and the Moon. Like, what? Yeah. What's that all about? I don't know. And yeah, shit instantly starts to go bad for you. You get a bit of a sinking feeling here too, Peko. I do like how we kind of cut through your whole facade too. You're a bit of a dork. Like, you talk in this way and you're like really, really intense about ping pong and all this kind of stuff. Like, we almost cut through the act of your character and just, there's no drama to it anymore. There's no, like, narrative. It's just, I'm better than you. I'm robotically trained to be better than you. And I'm just going to show you that. No shit talk, no nothing. Like, contrast it, Peko versus Sakuma, right? Like, it's night and day. It's very different. We replay this same flashback too. The one where Peko's tried to stop Manabu from hitting Smile because he wasn't good at ping pong. Well, again, the tables have turned now. how could this be the case? I tried so very hard looking up to this guy, trying to reach this summit, and then there was some guy behind me that, did it all in a week. I've been trying for so much longer than him too. Like, I should be ahead if all things are equal. I know he hasn't been training as hard, but all things aren't equal, and that's life, Here's another interesting thing to talk about: glasses, right? I've got some astigmatism with Manabu. So again, it's almost like me on a fundamental level. I have a condition that makes me worse at seeing things and will be a disadvantage in sport. But wait a minute. Who else has glasses? What? Like, even he has this same quote-unquote disadvantage that I have. He has to wear glasses too. And he's still beating my ass? Like, that's got to sting even, like, that little bit more, like, harder, you'd think, right? Like, that's really got to sink deep. Yeah, just a really fantastic montage all through here. All these various people you've looked up to as well. You kind of get your father, followed by Peko, followed by Kazuma. At different stages in my life, I've looked up to these people, and I feel like I'm disappointing all of them. It feels like they've all kind of turned their backs on me in some way or another, And then, yeah, everything snaps. Where did I go wrong? I cannot pass this. Why did it have to be you? Why you? What did you do? And yeah, I mean, very bluntly, he's just going to come back and say, I've got talent. You haven't. And yeah, it's sobering just to hear it plainly said like that. Even Koizumi a little bit down at the situation. Peko's already fucked off and now he's smoking. And then yeah, on the way home, Sakuma picks a fight with some bozo, beats the fuck out of him, and gets suspended from school and kicked out of the club. And that's kind of where we leave him, for now. We pick back up on him next episode, but, he couldn't deal with it. He got plainly confronted with the fact that he's never going to be good enough, and it's been his life's devotion. Of course he's going to have that kind of response. Similarly here, it's been your life's devotion in a way, and this has been a reminder that you're just not good enough either. Maybe I don't have the talent likewise. Again, especially if somebody like Smile is able to do what he's doing now, like, I've got no chance. Which again, very immature. You've never even tried hard a day in your life. It seems that that's the way we're going with this whole Tamura business and the next episode, so look out for that. Yeah, kind of you smoking into, like, tossing, away the racket into the river. In front of the moon there is great too, actually. And then, yeah, into the water again there, drowning. Think about drowning too. Yeah. Good episode, which I've already talked about for too long, so I'm going to need to take a break. I guess I'll come back later tonight. We'll see. See you in a second. And we're back, episode 6 now, and we're really continuing on with this robot type thing. Now again, I need to rewatch this, but I like that we're making that delineation clearly between hero and robot. Like, to me it seemed that, again, from the Smile stuff back in the day, there was this hero, it was this, like, robotic looking kind of guy with wings that would come down and be like, take him by the hand, be the hero, be the hero, be the hero, and save the day. You'd maybe think of it like that's the protagonist, and this is maybe an antagonist, or at least, a badder party. Like, they're different, is my point. So again, zooming all the way out, if Smile is being more and more like robot and less like hero, that's probably like a bad thing, and it's leading him down a bad path. And I guess I'll come out and say it now, I'm seeing like Peko as the hero, right? We don't get all of that scene yet from, when Smile was in the locker, but imagine the one that finds him in the locker and brings him out of there is Peko, right? And, that's why I've been so close to him this entire time. That's why, I have this affection for him. I have this empathy for him that I'll, kind of let him win, or at least subconsciously go less hard against him. I don't know, just a read. We'll see what happens, but, yeah, just putting it out there. And I mean, yeah, it's gorgeously animated, interestingly directed, art's great, good colors here, good stuff. There is a giant robot rampaging, only the legendary hero can stop it. Rise again, hero. Well, by the end of the episode, it seems that hero is rising again, maybe. See where I'm coming at this at? Like, it's my theory. 246 days? I feel like that's pretty realistic to get Peko back into shape too, like, anything, maybe? And then the connections become a little bit more apparent too, like, there's a bunch of kids here watching this anime, and he's like, this is fucking awesome. This anime's cool. I've read the manga's cool. Here's this video game. It's cool. Directly connecting it into the video game that Smile used to play as well, like, you know. You guys see it. You guys see what I'm talking about. Robot's gone berserk, but he's really nice on the inside. Come on. And then again, at some point in the conversation, we transition away from those kids speaking about the game and the anime and the everything, and we go towards the boys talking about ping pong, and they start talking about Smile, once again associating Smile with the robot, analyzing with pinpoint accuracy, leaving nothing but ashes in his wake. Sounds pretty cool. And we get a little interstitial tournament here, I guess, between Katase and Fuji Ag, where we have Miyasaka defeating Kimura, Takamura, and Ota before playing Tsukimoto. Where again, the way I imagine this tournament works is like winner stays on. So, like, everybody's losing to this bloke, and he's their starter. He's not even their ace. And then Smile comes on and defeats everybody. Like, that's insanity. We were doing some of this earlier as well, but like, as his like joints move and as his legs move, we make more like kind of like steam sounds, like robot sound effects. You know, it's pretty clear that we're associating them. And yeah, once again, just really slickly edited, this kind of panel-like style that we love to use. Smile dominating and quickly transitioning to Peko still eating chocolate bars. And he always, like, he knows a lot about them. He, like, talks some inane shit about whatever he's like eating at any time. Like, he's just annoying. But I don't know. Like, Smile's super locked, you're clearly not. And yeah, once again, feels a lot like cope here from Peko, right? You said that you quit table tennis while you're still hanging out here. It's like, well, you know, to be your, like, partner, you're like, you know, to keep you company, essentially. I'm volunteering. No, I think you need her more than she needs you at the moment. You're like a dog without a home, almost. Kind of in this half denial phase of like quitting table tennis and, you know, trying to make a comeback. And yeah, there's a huge complex swirling of emotions here. As mentioned last episode, Kazuma, after the opening, is now participating in the advertising for the shoes, the Poseidon matte shoes. I guess it goes to show their focus too, Kaio and both Poseidon. Like, it's international. We're gonna take this shit, like, outside of our club and everything else going on here. We have bigger plans. Because mats, again, they're generally not used in Japan, more used in international competitions. Now we're releasing shoes for that. It's almost like we're forgetting our roots a little bit. Forgetting, you know, the actual club back at home. Like, literally, like, we transition from him filming an ad for some goddamn shoes over to the club. Well, again, we have Eyebrows-kun actually still training everybody and participating and whatnot. Here we go, Sanada. Sanada, without you here, the team would have fallen apart by now. I wish you were captain. Like, bit of a mutiny, maybe. Once again, the scenes next to each other, man, they enhance meaning. We have Kazuma over, you know, advertising these shoes that are for competitive play. They're all very standardized. They're for mat play, right? Over here, very similarly, we have Smile complaining about the balls. These aren't regulation, they're not the right weight, I'm not getting anything out of practicing with these. You said you were going to order me some more, but you didn't order. Like, you're both being kind of divas, and again, your focus is outside of your current group of people around you and the club atmosphere, right? It's more to the bigger competitions and, you know, where stuff like this actually matters and match shoes actually matter and whatnot. A great point supporting this as well is Ota, right? He keeps saying, yeah, I'll order the balls. Yep, sure, I will, I'll try. And it seems like incompetence on the part of Smile, who has the blinders on. He's like, okay, well, the only thing that matters is ping pong. All I'm asking of this guy is, can he get me these balls? He doesn't. He must be a moron. Where no, through the rest of the episode, we see how much you actually do and how busy you actually are. And even when you're trying to do the right thing, you still get like distracted here and there, just like a normal person would instead of a robot. Like, you're being such a diva. Like, chill out. It's a fucking ping pong ball. And more evidence to why, you know, you're going down the wrong path in my view right now. And you may be going down a better path. Just, again, life's bigger than this. I feel like it is anyway. It's to the point where Koizumi is even calling him out a little bit. Like, don't go so hard on Ota. But he doesn't outright he doesn't come down super hard on Smile either. I feel like you're still kind of happy about this in a weird way. Like when he says, "Am I being an egoist?" It's like, well, no, you're not. But he is though. So like, yeah. I don't know. He's still trying to push it ever so hard, I feel. Again, Ortho, good guy. Even straight after that whole encounter there, and they're kind of having a whinge about Tsukimoto in the rooms. He's like, oh, well, I still kind of want him here. He's alright. He's just intense. Like, he doesn't participate in the shit talk behind his back, I guess. He's a good, like, what do you say? Club president in that way, like club captain. And straight after school, he's already on the blower. He's hard at work. Like, I got to get this a TV to this guy. Family business stuff. Yeah, cool guy. We like this guy. And again, that entire time where like Ota is like communicating with these friends and doing this job and this and that, you're just practicing. Can you not see that maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to be a broken record about it. It just seems insane to me. It's, again, to the point where Koizumi's even had enough, and, he's one of the more passionate guys here. Koizumi mentions Sakuma. Smile doesn't care, says that he would have had to learn sooner or later. No empathy, none at all. And once again, could you not smoke in here? And you're telling him he's not egocentric? Come on. The smoking is interesting, though, because it's something that Peko does. Again, that kind of adult addiction. Maybe goes to show that you're a little bit, quote-unquote, childish, too, in some ways. You're not as dialed as you think you are, if you're still smoking. And it seems pretty late at night. Ota, he's checking out a magazine to see where he can get some of these balls, and again, he just strikes up another conversation with a friend, and he gets distracted. Normal human stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like a scene is coming next episode where it's like, you still didn't give me the frickin' balls. And it's like, well, fucking, I don't know, he's out here living. What are you doing? Get him yourself, bozo. Fuck Smile. We hate Smile. Oh my god. Again, it's the scenes next to each other too. Because we've gone from Smile being a psycho to Ota and his friend just being like normal blokes. The end of that scene is like, well, us that are just kind of doing this for a good time in high school aren't really going to gel with the guys that do it for a career. Into a guy that does it for a career in a scene where he's acting very, very much not like a normal guy. Bro thinks he's the goddamn thinker in the corner too. God damn it. So, do I need to spell this scene out for you, anybody? Listen. These two, they're like childhood friends, essentially, right? I feel like that's the vibe. It's to the point where they're close enough to be like siblings, I think, right? Again, you mentioned Auntie Emiko. I'm imagining that's the thing going on. So it's like, okay, well, childhood friend, who's also a model, walks in while I'm in the tub and puts some flowers down and starts talking with me. Now, you're not moved by that at all? In the slightest? She's clearly also showing signs all the time that she's interested in you. Nothing? You got nothing for me? The flowers in of themselves are also interesting, considering that's what Auntie Emiko used to do as well. Used to be in the florist business, where again, you then rattle off some stuff about flowers and the different kinds. Clearly you've got some knowledge there from your family. But like, both of these are reminders of normalcy, of what a normal life would be like for, a boy coming of age. A girl, potentially, that I would like, and a reminder of home. The normal life that I've been taken from. Both of these you ignore, you look to the corner, you shun away from. You see them as distractions from your overall goal. It is not a way to live, not at all. Some words kind of echo within his mind again, is this real kind of talent versus hard work dichotomy once again. Those without talent should stay out of it. As they're talking about, like, flower arranging, like, Dad had no mind for business, and he had this business, and maybe it didn't go very well. You're like seeing the repercussions of that. People must do what they're just destined to do because they're the best at it. They have no say in it. I don't know. Where's the autonomy in any of this? Where's the like, I'm actually in charge? You're also kind of like a robot. You're like a robot dragon. Once again here, Yuria, your dad was my hero for doing what he loved. And then heroes don't exist. What exists is reality and the fact that only those who can adapt to reality win. Take a fucking chill pill, man. Like, that's... No. No. Everybody should watch this show to see how wrong some of these guys are. I don't know. I can't imagine a good ending coming for you. Nor smile unless things change. And yeah, let's go see the lights at Enoshima on Christmas Eve as a little break. I'll ask again when it's almost time. Doesn't happen. He ignores it. From here, the Christmas theme expounds, and we get like a Christmas section through the middle here. I think this is Peko again, with a different girl, going out on a date, a Christmas date, where he didn't get her a gift at all. Which I think is way more of a... Like, Christmas is way more of, like, a romantic thing in Japan, I think. So, like, not getting a, like, gift and not really thinking about her like that, it shows where your kind of priorities lie once again. Also, clearly didn't prepare well for the date, doesn't have a location planned for dinner or anything, just you're not good at this. It screams like, you know, small attention span. Like, I asked her out because I thought she was pretty in the spur of the moment, but didn't actually think about anything beyond that. Once again, immature. But also, like, this feeling that's very fleeting. Like, oh, that seems like a good idea right here at this time. Once you're actually there, you start to regret it. It feels very similar to his, you know, sweets and his tobacco and everything, right? It's like, well, it's a short-term high I can have. Well, time to follow through on it. There's nothing. There's nothing good comes of this. The pace here is insane, too, because now we're over with Kon. And he's starting to get a bit more buddy-buddy with these club friends. He sees them as, like, people. He's, like, you know, coming down to their level a little bit, speaking their language, literally. And a bit of banter. It's still like, you know, you think you're hot shit, but, you know, they're responding in turn. It's good. And he also realizes what an inspiration he is for the people around him as well. Like, you know, I'm really good, and they respect me because I'm really good, and, like, listen to my advice and stuff. I don't know, he's having a whale of a time in this new club, in this new environment. And then straight out of there, Kon meeting up with his mother again, making them wontons, in reference to, I believe at the end of episode 4, he mentions that this is his favorite. We see this guy from the previous scene, you know, that we have a bit of a rapport with, continuously just kind of walking past. I'd imagine this is like a shared kitchen dorm type idea where it's like, you're clearly interested, you want to go like participate, and Mum's like, ask him in, it'll be fun, come on. And it's just so damn wholesome. I like, you know, you're trying to do like a little bit of Japanese, you're trying to do like a little bit of like Mandarin. It's good. And yeah, oh my god, then everybody comes in. Love this little look from Kon as well. He's a little bit uncomfortable, just a touch. He doesn't quite know what to think, but he likes it, I think. It's new to him. It's a new experience. And yeah, Mum was right. Many hands make light work, and now we have this big old spread of food. What a feast. Merry Christmas indeed. Bring out the cake. Everyone's just having a great time. Such a show of contrasts, too, because now we have Peko out here all alone, eating, you know, little Christmas gift, I think. Bunch of alcoholic chocolates, I believe. Which is a killer combo for this guy. He already likes his sweets, and now he's going to be sloshed as well. The pace is insane, too. Oh my god. Yurie, message to Kazuma. Smile getting his gift from Koizumi. Kon doing the karaoke. Again, generally considered a Japanese-leaning thing. Going out and doing karaoke on Christmas Eve. Like, just with all his mates, having a great time. It's just such a contrast. I think this is my favorite section in the show thus far. This whole extended sequence. It's the singing, it's the diegetic nature of it, it's the visuals, it's the clashing of all these different stories, all the different kind of levels of dissatisfaction that we're feeling from, you know, each other. That's just like the saddest shit ever. We never really did unpack the Smile family situation, right? It's probably not great. We're not mentioning them, right? Like, oh, I don't know. Peko getting mad drunk too. Back over with Yurie. Looking at her phone. 8:30, they said they'd meet up at 7. Clearly he's not coming. Also love her phone lock screen here. It's the flowers that they mentioned before. You know, I used to really, you know, look up to your father who did something, you know, for his own enjoyment rather than, you know, monetary gain. He, like, tried this thing even though he didn't have a talent for it. Like, that being so central that you would keep that somewhere where you would look every day. Sakuma here gets a real job, I think. He's just like working late night construction on Christmas Eve. Like I just really feel like I can't do this show justice. Like even just the transitions between all these different scenes too. Again, Sakuma working hard for people's benefit on Christmas Eve. Ota as well. Like these are the people that we don't see. Like genuinely selfless actions for other people that aren't really thanked in the rest of the show. And again, I wonder how we play off of that with these other characters that are a little bit more egotistical. I don't know, I'm sure that Eyebrows Kun over here would treat her right. I'm sure of it. I don't know about all the... Anyway, the less said about that, the better. Yeah, okay, you can kind of see with the lighting that he's fake. He's like purple. He looks like fucking Thanos. Yeah, you can definitely see it there. Okay, alright. Because it got me for a fake out in the reaction. I'm like, oh, he showed up. No, this is her wishful thinking. Yeah, I guess this is the moment too where she finally like breaks out of it. She's got like one hand out here still like holding onto the imaginary him. And again, then she's like fed up with it. She goes, oh, well, yeah, we've got to stop playing pretend now. And then, yeah, goes home, you know, sees an unread message from Yurie and an unread message from Taku regarding the training regimen. He's just still in his room locked in regardless. He didn't read neither of them. Specifically deleting that message off of his phone as well, so he doesn't even know about it. Like, what a fucking loser, seriously. I don't know, man. Like, where are the priorities? The title now, You Love Table Tennis More Than Anyone Else. Is that really a good thing? Okay, now, next day, Peko, still very dusty, walks straight... I think he, like, slept in a boat last night or something. Walks straight into the hall of Tamura, and we hear about an amazing chopper that's come in. I think it's the guy that we play in the first episode, too, that talks to Peko here. And this is the amazing chopper? And for the record, his chopping is not very good at all, but it could be amazing to a layman. Where, again, they kind of resume hostilities here a little bit. It's like you make fun of him for being a bit dusty, you make fun of him for, you know, trying this thing that he's ultimately not very good at, but again, therein lies the point too. He's embracing his own weakness a little bit, and he's doing it for the love of the game. He's simply doing it because he didn't want to have any regrets. So I gave it a shot, fully prepared to make a fool of myself. You know, just because I didn't win immediately, I didn't throw the, you know, baby out with the bathwater. I still wanted to give it a go. I still really like the process of doing this thing. And as it turns out, this style of play, it doesn't suit me at all. As we say there, not all birds can fly. But it seems that he's come to terms with that. You know, I may be some kind of flightless bird, but I'm a flightless bird that's on the ground dancing. I'm still having a good time. But in contrast, you, Peko, you still have talent. You should keep playing table tennis. You would be able to get further than me, maybe even further than anybody. A number of times in this scene as well, throwing away his cigarette, like urging him, wanting him to, you know, take this shit more seriously. Get away from all this sweets and cigarettes and girls and all that other kind of stuff. I guess I should clarify, frivolous girls that you aren't invested in. Because again, if you find your sweetie, that's great too. You should do that. But not just like these people you don't care about. But anyway, you should lock in on table tennis. You clearly like it. And this is a great flip on what Koizumi was saying, right? The sights you can only see from the top. Well, what about the sights you can only see when competition's not a factor? What about the other side of the equation, right? Sights you can only see once you're not super locked in. Perspective, maybe. The same perspective that allows me to now analyze my own play and others. Like, hey, I'm not cut out for it. That's okay. I still like to do it. You're cut out for it. You still have an outstanding gift. You shouldn't let it go to waste. And then, yeah, Peko starts to get defensive. Stop trying to push me in this direction. You're getting creepy. Continuing to push. And again, just denial, denial, denial. I lost to the guy who got smacked down by Smile. That's my reality. Yes, only the reality where you don't do anything. Where you don't push yourself beyond this point either. Some killer lines here too. My cells will eventually die. My impulses will slow down. It's almost like, well, if there's going to be an end point, why even try in the first place? Once again, almost trying to diffuse this serious moment with a bit of a joke too, like, oh, I'm gonna jump in, like, whilst also it being like a serious cry for help, almost like a faux suicide attempt, right? Or at least once he's being dragged away, he just kind of lets himself go limp, like, he was ready to just let it all go. He feels like it's all over for him. He's almost like Kon, right? Like, upon, you know, the end of that tournament. Like, hey, Ping pong was my life. I figured out that I'm not going to be close to as good as any of these other people. I'm not going to go to Europe, any of these competitions or nothing. I felt like I had it before. I've lost it. I can never regain it. I never got given the tools to be able to, deal with this feeling. And now I feel like it's all over. So I might as well just, expedite the process. Sakuma hits back. I was jealous of your talent. I copied your style, your racket, your form, everything. You were my hero almost. You were the one I looked up to. Prior to, obviously, Kazuma. Part of this scene as well is like pushing through that embarrassment barrier too. Like, Sakuma continues to be like passionate even when like watched and teased a little bit off to the side. But you almost can't deal with it. You're just like, oh, off into the river. And yeah, from here it's the sequence where like Peko drowns for a bit. It's a very, very good sequence, everybody. There's some good lore in there. All I'm saying right now is I'm going to undersell how well it's edited. Once again, just a real standout scene, production-wise too, for sure. So yeah, kind of Peko realizing how much danger he's in. I love the symbolism of the chopper, right? The literal helicopter, right? Reaching out to, a metallic, robotic even, chopper. And, him not reaching back. Anything there? I don't know, maybe. Dolphins are interesting too. Dolphins. What are we doing with dolphins? Maybe it's just to show how dramatic Peko's being about the situation. Oh, I'm sinking right to the very bottom of the ocean, past the dolphins, past the bottom-dwelling fish, right down to the, very surface of the earth almost. And it's like, well, no, you're in the shallows and you need to be picked up by fucking Sakuma of all people. It's more pathetic than anything. But it does give him some time to remember Smile's words. Everyone says I'm like a robot. Just remembering many disparate scenes. Some involving Smile, some involving Tamura. The robot from Planet Ping Pong, of course. No one can beat me. You were born to play ping pong. And yeah, I mean, by the end of it, he is saved. Sakuma had to save a moron drowning in the shallows. Keep playing table tennis, keep running until you puke blood. You'll feel better than you do now, hero. Eh? Hero? Eh? Oh, okay, this is what I was looking for. Because then, okay, he gets up off of the beach. He goes to Tamura, he has a shower, he comes out. He's calling out for the old lady. And his head swings back, and he sees the three of them from back in the day holding various prizes and trophies. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to say with, 10 seconds to go basically in the episode. But like, I'm pretty sure from here, he's just going to be super locked, and Tamura's going to try to, like, train him and stuff. I think, right? Teach me again from the very start. Now, this is great. Because this builds into the Tamura Koizumi stuff, right? Where, like, they had a thing back in the day, maybe too. So now we have, like, this apprentice over here and this apprentice over here. Both, like, kind of clashing styles of ping pong and philosophies. Could be cool. Again, just put it on the cards there. Don't do this half-assed. Gonna train you like I love you. Very Koizumi again, right? Which saw, again, Smile as, like, a romantic partner almost. Teasing him a little bit back in, like, episode 1, episode 2, one of them. Yeah, just very, very excited to see where this plot element goes. From there, we're off into the ED, and I get to say that the show's really good again, because the show's really good again. Just super impressive. I can't even... I'm so tired, man. But I really got to keep praising and glazing ping pong. It's just that good. But either way, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. Like the video, subscribe, all that other kind of jazz. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Long live ping pong. And I'll see you next time. Ciao. Goodbye.